What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We just got our first official teaser for the upcoming Overwatch Archives event. This is my personal favorite event throughout the entire year. I really enjoy playing these different game modes. And the teaser we got included the start and end date of the event. It will begin on April 6th, which is just a couple days away, and will last until April 27th. Now, I know a lot of people are asking, is there going to be any new story missions, new game modes, that sort of stuff? I covered all of this in a previous video, but a very quick recap. As far as new story missions, I think it is extremely unlikely that Blizzard is going to spend the time to make a story mission for an event that only lasts a couple weeks, instead of spending that time on Overwatch 2, where they can make a story mission that will be a permanent part of the game. I know that's kind of disappointing, but think of it from Blizzard's side, they would rather spend the time making a new campaign mission for Overwatch 2, and I just don't see anything of that level to be new for the Archives event. Now, having said that, it doesn't mean there isn't going to be any new content. I think that there are going to be some changes to the game modes, possibly some changes to the maps as well. Something Blizzard has been adding to these events is challenge modes, where there are special rules and a different way of playing through the same levels, where the rules, maybe you can only deal damage when the enemy is a certain distance away, or maybe you have to deal damage in order to heal yourself, or maybe there's a pool of lava that gets left behind after the enemy gets destroyed. There's all different stuff that they add for the different Archives missions, and I expect that the old ones will return, and there's a pretty good chance that we're going to get new ones as well. And honestly, I think that these are really fun. I like these different challenge modes. It forces you to play the different mission in a new strategy. You can't just do the same thing that you did before, although I do kind of wish they allowed for the ability to change the difficulty during these challenge modes. But regardless, I still think they're kind of fun, and I do expect that the old ones will come back and possibly some new ones as well. There's also a small possibility that they might make some changes to the maps themselves. Now, it's not going to be anything like a brand new map. Instead, it is almost certainly going to be little additions to the map to make them more interesting, to make them more challenging. We saw this with last year's Summer Games and the Lucio Ball maps, which were just kind of empty spaces. And then Blizzard took the time to add all different kinds of stuff. There were several different versions of the Lucio Ball map, and they had different objects and different things. So you had to play each of those in a different way. And it's possible that they could do the same thing with these Archives missions maps, where they just added new stuff. They block off certain walls, or they force you to go in a different way. And it just makes it a little more challenging, a little more interesting. You have to change your strategy in order to actually complete it. And they don't really have to worry about balancing it, because it's not against another team of players. You're playing against the computer. So they can make it really difficult and throw it into the challenge mode, and that's fine because it's part of the challenge. So I think that there are a lot of things, little things that they could do to change the maps, to make them more interesting, to make the experience a little more unique, and not really take up a whole lot of developer time to do it. As for the new character skins, I talked about my predictions in the previous video at length for why I think certain characters are going to get certain character skins, and if you want to hear all that, you can go and check out the other video. The short version is that we're probably going to get 5 legendaries and 3 epics like we usually do, and the characters that I picked was Brigitte, Diva, Lucio, Symmetra, and Hammond for the legendary, and then Pharah, Sigma, and Zenyatta for the epic. I fully expect that tomorrow we'll get another teaser, possibly 2, maybe one in the morning and one in the afternoon or something, and they'll show off a legendary skin or 2, or maybe an emote or something, and then Tuesday the actual event will begin. So let me ask you guys, which characters do you think are going to get the legendary skins? And if we're not getting any new story missions or anything, do you think they're going to make changes to the existing maps, like what they did with the Summer Games and the Lucio Ball? Let me know down below. A big thanks to all the Paragons and other channel members for all your support. If you'd like to become one and grab some cool rewards, click the join button down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like before you leave, and remember, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault.